Huh? Oh, my bad. Yep.
The video begins with the narrator setting the tone by acknowledging that the chaos is about to unfold once again. The suspect, a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen, is being pulled over by police officers for what seems to be a routine traffic stop. However, the situation is immediately complicated when the man insists that he is on a Do Not Detain list while being actively detained. The narrator sarcastically points out the absurdity of this contradiction, highlighting the comedic irony of claiming immunity during an arrest. The commentary blends humor with criticism, mocking the sovereign citizen's repeated delusions. The opening establishes a familiar pattern: a man testing the limits of law enforcement with pseudo-legal jargon and misplaced confidence.
How you doing?
I was hanging out there. I didn't want to get hit. So the reason I pulled you over, Officer Clear Crown Sheriff's I ran your plate. It's coming back to like a white suit. Is that a specialty Florida plate? What is that?
No, it's a private plate.
A private plate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's because, I mean, when I run a Florida with that, it comes, like I said, it comes back a white suit. Do you have any, like,
yes, sir,
registration or something?
One second. Oh, shit.
You got your driver's license and insurance on this as well?
Yes, sir. I just have this right here. Here you go.
You got a license as well?
This is all I got, sir. Here you go.
You have a driver's license or no?
No.
Alright, so what info do you have on the vehicle?
Well, I own this vehicle.
No, I'm saying, do you have any, like, registration or something like that?
Oh, no.
Because, like I said, when I'm running the plate, it's coming back to a completely different vehicle.
Oh, no, this is not even a Florida plate. Like, far as, like, a registered plate, this is a private plate.
So what's it registered? What's the vehicle registered?
It's not even registered, sir.
So you can't drive an unregistered vehicle in the United States.
No, I'm just traveling, sir.
So you don't have a driver's license, you don't have, is there any particular reason why?
Like, I like to exercise my constitutional right just to travel, you know.
Okay.
No.
All right, just hang tight, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh, watch out.
The officers approach the car professionally, asking for the driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. The suspect, however, immediately starts spouting the usual sovereign rhetoric, referring to his plates as private and his travel as a constitutional right. The officers remain calm, but it's clear they're already realizing that this will not be a normal encounter. His private plates confuse them because they don't appear in the state database, prompting further suspicion. The narrator interjects with sharp humor, ridiculing how sovereign citizens believe homemade plates grant them magical freedom from traffic laws.
They're not looking for birth certificates, social security cards, none of that. They're looking for your exact contract you have with the state. Yeah, they contemplate right now. They're like, what the heck? What the hell is this? Told you, a lot of police ain't never seen this before. They come up, do not detain and all that. They're like, what the hell? It's all foreign to them. Look, no kids in the back, none of that. Cause the last time they was like, oh, they let you go because your wife, your kids.
As the stop continues, the suspect confidently tells his viewers that the police are looking for contracts rather than legal documents. He claims his name will pull up a Do Not Detain alert, a myth popular among sovereign citizens who believe certain government databases recognize their free man status. The narrator, with his usual sarcasm, dismisses this nonsense immediately, pointing out that the only thing foreign here is the suspect's logic. The commentary exposes how this movement thrives on conspiracy thinking, encouraging people to believe they can opt out of laws through paperwork and wordplay.
How you doing?
What's going on? So where do you live?
I live in the United States of America Republic.
Okay, but where's your residence, your house?
The United States of America Republic.
Okay, so where are you heading right now?
The United States of America Republic.
All right, so are you just, you don't want to answer? Or?
No, that's where I live, sir. I don't.
Okay, so like basically the problem is I understand what you're saying, like
yes, sir.
You're practicing your constitutional right to travel, but in the United States you still have to have vehicles still have to be registered and stuff like that. You can't just which is not registered. I mean, so what happens if you crash? I mean, this is a nice car, right?
Yes.
So if you have no insurance, what happens? What do you think is going to happen?
I'll have to personally compensate that person.
You'd end up losing everything you own. Is the problem?
I understand that, but I still would, as a man, give them
but
exactly.
See, the problem is, in the United States of America, all 50 states, they require you to insure your car. So that doesn't happen.
Okay.
So you don't have any insurance. Have you ever been arrested before?
No.
You've never been arrested?
No.
So when I looked up your name, I seen that you have been arrested. That wasn't you?
No. Because on the information on my car, I never.
The narrator pauses the main footage to remind viewers of the suspect's history. He recounts a previous encounter where the same man had his wife and children in the car while challenging officers during another stop. That time, the police had let him go, which he foolishly considered a victory. The commentator, however, sees it for what it was, a warning ignored. His biting sarcasm underscores how Take Coin's misplaced pride has turned into a habit of reckless defiance, putting his family at risk just to prove an imaginary point.
Figure this out. I want to run the VIN off the door.
It's right here. The VIN number right here.
I'm not going to scratch your car up trying to...
No. You don't have to scratch it. You can just look.
I need you to step out.
I can't.
Why can't you?
Because...
Are you physically unable or what's wrong?
I can't because the VIN number's right there, sir.
Okay, so I have to compare the VIN both spots to make sure that this vehicle is not stolen. Because as of right now, I don't know anything about the vehicle. You haven't given me any info about it.
Because the VIN number right there, you see on the side right there?
Let's see, I want to compare the VIN in certain spots. That's the thing. If you want to be able to be free to travel about your way, you have to let me verify this vehicle's not stolen.
I understand that, sir, but the VIN number right there.
That's what I'm worried. I don't need to just see that VIN. I need to see other VINs. So there's multiple spots where there's a VIN. And if I compare them and they come out to be legit, then I can verify that this vehicle's not stolen. Right now, that's my main concern, to make sure this vehicle's not. But I want to make sure this is your vehicle, that's all.
But that VIN, you see that VIN right there?
I understand, but you haven't given me any information.
Back in the present, the officers continue to handle the situation with remarkable patience. They try to explain that while the suspect has a right to travel, he still must follow traffic laws and register his vehicle. Their calm explanations highlight the disconnect between lawful reality and sovereign delusion. The narrator praises their restraint, but also mocks the futility of reasoning with someone who denies the system entirely. The suspect's insistence that he lives in the Republic of the United States of America is met with polite confusion from the officers, illustrating how detached these beliefs are from logic.
So, we got to fingerprint you to make sure you're who you say you are. So at this point, we're going to have to place you in custody. I'm going to have to ask you to come out. Now, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this to make things worse. I understand you're practicing your constitutional right, but I'm also doing my job as a police officer. Okay. So I've been very calm with you. I've listened to what you had to say, and I also am trying to get the reciprocating respect. I'm not going to try to wrestle you out of the car. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to I'm going to have to take you to verify who you are, and then you can be on your way. But I have to take you in and have your fingerprint.
I can't. I just gave you my ID.
No, see, the thing is I need to see your fingerprints, because you're not telling me where you live. You're not telling me anything.
That's my address.
Okay, I understand. You're not telling me where you live. And the United States is not an address. I'm being very calm with you. I'm being very respectful.
Yes, sir.
But I also have to do my job, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to wrestle with you. Okay?
I understand, sir.
And I'm not trying to do that, because that's not right.
But I still live outside of y'all jurisdiction, sir. I don't.
Actually, you don't. You're in Cook County right now. You're inside my jurisdiction. All of Cook County is my jurisdiction. We're in Cook County.
I understand that.
In Illinois, in the United States of America.
I understand that, but personal, I'm not inside your jurisdiction. Personally, there's no personal jurisdiction.
When the police run the man's information, they find prior arrests, including one involving a burglary and a police dog encounter. The suspect denies everything, insisting he's never been arrested. The narrator bursts into laughter, calling him out for blatant dishonesty and reminding viewers of video evidence showing his past arrest. The tone is mockingly playful, but carries a serious undertone. These individuals often rewrite their own histories to maintain the illusion of sovereignty. It's delusion mixed with denial, and the commentary exposes it mercilessly.
I don't want this to go sideways, okay?
I understand that, sir.
I just need you to step out.
Sir, I can't, sir.
Are you? Why are we making this more difficult than it needs to be?
Sir, I'm just saying I'm outside y'all jurisdiction. You know, I'm not trying to cause any issues.
You're 100% in my jurisdiction. I guarantee you. A judge will 100% agree with me. Okay? If you were outside my jurisdiction, I wouldn't be stopping you right now. Okay? I would not. You'd be moving on with your life. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, sir, I can't. I'm sorry, sir, I can't. Sir, I can't.
Listen. All right, can you please shut the vehicle off right now?
Sir,
can you please shut the vehicle off? We're gonna do baby steps, okay? I'm gonna need you to shut the vehicle off. All right. So I'm gonna need you to come out. I'm gonna open your door because you're gonna need to come out.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to come out. What did I tell you? I'm being respectful with you, okay? But I also, at this point, I have to place you in custody because you're not under our law in Cook County, in the state of Illinois, in the United States. You're not driving with a proper driver's license, okay?
Sir,
I understand what you're saying, and you have every right to fight that, but it's going to be in court. It's not going to be with me.
Yeah, I don't have jurisdiction, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you again.
Sir, I can't.
I really don't want this to go. You know what's going to happen.
The officers attempt to verify the vehicle's VN number, but the suspect refuses to cooperate, insisting the visible one is enough. He argues semantics, trying to trap the officers in a word game about jurisdiction and ownership. The narrator ridicules this tactic, pointing out how sovereign citizens often believe that clever phrasing can override the law. The tension builds as the officer grows more frustrated, struggling to stay patient, while the suspect clings to imaginary rules. The commentary paints this as a slow-motion crash between logic and lunacy.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, as of right now, you have done nothing majorly wrong, okay? You have done nothing majorly wrong. If we have to rescue you out of the vehicle, it's just going to escalate, okay? I don't want it to escalate. I want you, after we're done with all this, to go home, okay? That's what I want you to do. I want you to go home, wherever it is you live, okay? But right now, you have to come with me.
Shoot.
Okay?
No, sir, I can't. Hold on one second. I can't agree
but,
to it, sir.
But here's the problem, though. If I have to extract you from this vehicle and you're resisting, I'm going to add a resisting charge. Now, I don't want to do that. Right now, this is all traffic-related. This is all traffic-related nonsense. That's all paperwork issue, okay? So I'm going to need you to come out.
I'll get my phone from you.
Well, we'll get your phone in a minute. If you step outside, we'll get your phone. We're going to talk. We're gonna talk like men, okay?
Scene shifts as the suspect begins lecturing the officer about personal jurisdiction, claiming that he lives outside of the United States territories. The officer calmly counters, explaining that they are standing in Cook County, Illinois, clearly within American jurisdiction. The narrator interjects, amused by how sovereign citizens twist legal concepts without understanding them. The suspect insists that no personal jurisdiction has been established, unaware that jurisdiction is determined by law, not belief. The tension rises as his imaginary legal shield starts to crumble.
Taquarian?
No, my name, Taquan.
Taquan, I'm sorry, I read it off the thing. So you say you're a traveler?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. What do you call home?
Where I live?
Yeah.
Yes, the United States of America Republic.
Okay. Is there anything that you can give me that's more specific to that?
Like the United States of America Republic. I live outside of the United States territories.
You live outside of it?
Yes, sir.
You have like a geographic location that you can share?
It's the natural country. It's the country. It's America. It's the United States of America Republic.
I mean, here's the deal. You got a nice car.
Thank you.
You got a nice phone. You're obviously well kept. I'm just trying to put it all together to understand your situation a little bit better.
Eventually, the officers lose patience. They ask the suspect to step out of the vehicle, warning him that resistance will escalate the situation. He refuses repeatedly, citing his supposed exemption from jurisdiction. The narrator's tone turns from mocking to anticipatory. He knows what's coming. The officer calmly explains that at this point the man is being placed under arrest for non-compliance. The commentary underscores how predictably this ideology ends. Not with freedom, but with hand.
Talk to you a little bit about it, you know.
Yeah.
And again, thank you for being, cooperating with us, because again, you're doing your thing, we're doing ours. You know, nothing's personal. But yeah, so there's nothing more you can give me that is a little bit closer to.
I live in the United States of America Republic. Like, I'm outside of y'all jurisdiction.
Okay.
Yes.
So where do you sleep?
The United States of America Republic, sir.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's the free country, sir.
1 second. No, I understand that. Like I said, you know, just based on the logistics of how large the United States is, I'm just trying to narrow it down a little bit. You know, you got a couple of car seats in there. You got a family?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So when you're out traveling, where are they?
In the United States of America Republic, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I respect your privacy. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Just sit tight for me, okay?
Yep. All right, let's see. They found that thing, too. I'll show y'all. They need jurisdiction. I'm not going to give it to them.
As the video concludes, the suspect is taken into custody. The narrator sums up the entire saga with sharp wit and a sense of inevitability. Every step, from the fake plates to the jurisdiction debate, has led to this outcome. The sovereign ideology built on arrogance and misinformation once again collapses under the weight of the law. The narrator's tone blends humor and warning. This isn't just entertainment, it's a cautionary tale. The world doesn't bend to belief. It runs on facts, laws, and consequences.